If you followed the Databricks Data and AI Summit this year, you probably saw hundreds of product announcements. But here's the reality. Most organizations don't need a recap of every feature. They need to understand what actually matters. What should data leaders, analytics teams, and CIOs be paying attention to? I'm Dennis Carriere from Collective, and after reviewing everything announced at Databricks Data and AI Summit 2026, we think there are 5 developments that are going to have the biggest impact on organizations building with Databricks, Microsoft Fabric, Power BI, and AI. Let's jump in. The biggest announcement wasn't the flashiest. It was the continued integration between Azure Databricks and Microsoft Fabric. Azure Databricks can now store Unity Catalog managed tables directly in Microsoft OneLake, and teams can publish those tables directly into Fabric workspaces through the new Publish to Fabric workflow. For years, organizations running both Fabric and Databricks have been forced to manage multiple data estates, multiple storage systems, multiple pipelines, additional complexity. This announcement removes one of the largest friction points. The Fabric versus Databricks debate becomes less relevant when both platforms are operating against the same data foundation. And frankly, this is the direction the Collective team has been expecting for a while. The second major announcement was Lakehouse RT. Databricks introduced a real-time data warehouse directly inside the Lakehouse that can deliver millisecond query performance without a separate serving layer. Why does this matter? Because one of the biggest challenges we see with enterprise architectures is complexity. Organizations end up maintaining analytics systems, streaming systems, operational systems, and serving layers, all separately. Lakehouse RT reduces that architectural overhead while still supporting Power BI and real-time analytics use cases. The fewer systems you need to manage, the easier governance becomes. This may be the announcement business users care about most. Databricks expanded Genie into Microsoft Teams, Microsoft 365 Copilot, and Excel. Think about that. Instead of opening a BI platform or asking a data analyst for a report, users can interact with governed enterprise data directly from the applications they already use every day. That is a major shift. Because AI adoption doesn't happen when people have to learn a new platform. It happens when AI shows up where work is already happening. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. This was one of our favorite announcements from the entire summit. Everyone is talking about AI. Far fewer organizations are talking about governing AI. Databricks expanded Unity Catalog with Unity AI Gateway, giving organizations a centralized way to govern models, agents, tools, and AI services. This matters because most companies aren't struggling to build AI. They're struggling to control it. Questions we're hearing every day include, who can deploy AI? Which models are approved? How do we control costs? How do we monitor usage? AI governance is quickly becoming as important as data governance, and Databricks clearly recognizes that. The final theme that stood out to the Collective team was how much focus Databricks placed on agents. Between Genie 1, Genie Agents, Agentbricks, Unity AI Gateway, and the expansion of AI Runtime, Databricks is signaling that agents are becoming a core part of the enterprise architecture conversation. What's important here isn't just the technology, it's the governance model around it. The organizations that succeed with Agentic AI won't necessarily be the ones building the most agents. They'll be the ones building agents safely, governing them effectively, and connecting them to trusted enterprise data. That's where platforms like Unity Catalog become increasingly important. When we step back and look at everything announced this year, we see 3 major trends. First, Fabric and Databricks are becoming more connected, not less. Second, AI is moving closer to business users. Third, governance is becoming the foundation that makes all of this possible. Organizations that invest in the right architecture now will be in a much stronger position to take advantage of these capabilities as they continue to mature. At Collective, we help organizations implement Microsoft Fabric, Databricks, Power BI, and AI solutions that are built for long-term success. If you're evaluating your architecture, planning a migration, exploring AI initiatives, or trying to determine how Fabric and Databricks fit together, we'd be happy to help. You can also read our complete Databricks Data and AI Summit 2026 recap in the blog linked below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.